What up? This is for Hot Boy Turk. If y'all ever do a family reunion, I would like y'all to do Let 'Em Burn It Up. That's one of my favorite tracks. Um, and everything. And my section, what you claiming? What you claiming? Because people thought we had gangs in New Orleans and we had section, Ninth Ward, 8th Ward, 7th Ward. When I came here after Katrina, I graduated middle school in Plano, from Plano, and I had a rag. I just like the rag. And what up, blood? I said, I know what y'all talking about. So we have 9 Ward, 8 Ward, 7 Ward, West Bank, Uptown, and all the rest of the wards. And the rest of those things are what's going on here, right? So I would like, if the Hot Boys get back together, I would like Let Them Burn It Up. That's gonna be the Let Them Burn It Up. My section. Um, There's so many other things that goes on. It's so many hot tracks that goes on with it. Um, Hot Boys, we on fire. Um, and I think that they really want to get back together. I think that Squad Up them should get back with each other. Everybody should collide with each other. I think that would be a great thing when you have Cash Money Squad Up get back together. And I just think that would be the perfect thing. Like, and Young Money and everybody come back together. That would be so much perfect and how things are being done. But I would like to see a whole lot of that um and everything. I would like to do I think a remodel scene on stage. They have a BT next year award. I do a remodel scene of the number one stunt and have Steve Harvey in it, but the jury place, and do that like on stage, man. Like that can be do baller blocking. That would be the most thing, and perform baller blocking on the BET Awards. I think I would like to see that next year. If that can, I would like to see baller blocking and from Juvenile and Wayne perform at a BET Awards. So if that can happen, that's next year. That between next year, I would like to see those things happen. But I'm a Barbara Blocker fan, and I used to have a cassette tape. I'm gonna fuck. I like what Juvenile say when Curly Head say, "I'm gonna fuck you. I'm gonna fuck your woman, then I'm gonna cut her. Then you gonna die." Like everybody had a great thing with that one situation. It was great. I think the team, everything was great. Everybody but you got BG out now. You want to do a ball block in two. You're gonna have to show when y'all running. You gonna have to return to everybody running, but y'all gonna have to stay, or y'all gonna be in prison or something. And y'all got the youngins in New Orleans, so if you're gonna do a ball blocking, y'all gonna be in prison. Y'all gonna start back running like y'all was running before. And I just think if you're gonna do a ball blocking too, everybody that was involved in like in the situation of running, and you just gonna have to do that. I think that's gonna be the most perfectly thing on what they are. And then y'all in prison and y'all talking. I think it can become big. That means Birdman and everybody involved. You won't have to put everything together with this one. It's like when I was watching, I think the Houston movie with Boosie and Webby and after Paul Wall met um, on a bus and all of the rest of that, and people think I've been knowing about webinar music way before I came to Texas. When they was on thing, when Ben knowed about it. So not this on there. So I've been knowing about it. Yeah, yeah. I just think that's the most important thing. So I just think that's the most important thing where things are being given, right? So everything that I got going on. Let me explain from both So can we get a let them burn it up? Can we get so many things of what's going on here? And that's what I want to get. Can we get a let them burn it up thing and everything that's involved in this? Can we get that? They were just in the moment right there, guys. And they talking about that, Switch Beats gonna say something about it. That Switch Beats handle it. Switch Beats handle it. And I think that probably was staged. I think that was probably staged too, guys. I think probably Switch Beats allowed that to shock the public. Alicia Keys know better, so I think they kind of did that to shock the public. So I look, I think that I kind of did that to shock the public. So I just think that's just what it is to play with the public, and they doing it like they did in the video, and I think that's just a part of acting. Alicia Keys played in the movie like that's just a part of acting. You gotta have roles. They don't be really having sex in some of these movies. That thing, yeah, yeah, yeah. We just moving the way we moving, and we just doing the thing the way we want to do it. And you gotta elevate yourself, man. You gotta elevate the way you think. But I want to tell Hot Boy Trick, this is gonna be digital Walmart download. Your kids and your grandkids that Bum B participate in this Walmart. We're gonna have Walmart. This is about elevating our kids. This is about taking our kids to the next level. And this is about where they can go to school, get a job, and also where we have given Walmart's giving them credit cards and giving them texting and giving them credit. This is something that's going to be big where things are being at. But also, um, we having plans in New Orleans, and like I really wanted to go, but that's going to be different where we create Young Money Foundations in New Orleans, Y&T in New Orleans, where you have property and everybody get their mansions on those properties. This is something that's going to benefit everybody in New Orleans, in the city of New Orleans. And this is something that's going to benefit everybody in the format of it. Respect my mind and get your brain knocked out. I don't think passes never understand and never done and what you do stuff like that. I would like to see a whole lot of stuff that's going on and a whole lot of bye my have a good day. I would like to see a whole lot of other stuff goes on in the format. Can we get that? Huh? Can we do those things and those things and with that? And guys, and it's about elevating. It's about moving these kids in a direction. Hey, I'm glad I had like a person remind me of my friend. Man, she remind me of her, man. I don't know where her sister at, man. She's Vietnamese, not Chinese. She got an older sister and I got two other sisters. And they used to be my like best homies. And we never crossed that line with each other because we both know I was in a relationship. And we had great, oh man, like it just remind me of that, man. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's the thing, and that's the thing with that situation, right? So, I just think that's the bottom line with that one. So, I don't know. This will help everybody out, guys. This will keep the rotation, everybody. We are keeping. I wanted to bring Disney Channel to Texas, and also you could bring Disney Channel to New Orleans. That can be the whole cake and win in certain areas. And we never know. New Orleans, my home too. So how can we understand it? But I had a great time going to colleges. It got this guy at Brookhaven that every time there is a call, he said I'm proud of it. But I'm what I'm doing. I'm gonna tell you something. I'm what I mean by that. This guy at Brookhaven, he worked with me. He was sitting by his desk every 2 semester, and it was great. And it was great. And he would teach me how to do beats, and he didn't care if other students didn't participate. And we got to understand leadership where we can make this happen where other students in photography, I didn't get that help in photography like I got in Brookhaven and ceramics. So it was a little different where I'm trying to ask people something and I don't know too much about it. I should have asked my teacher, like, but when I took photography, and I should have asked my teacher instead of just depending on the students. And I regret that so much because I didn't have no problem asking my teacher in ceramics B class about it. So not me not showing back up for photography class at Brookhaven, it caused me a lot. And plus my brother didn't want to, you know what I'm saying? I was having, and the dart, the one of the dart, the Golden, they was taking me to Brookhaven. I would get off at U-Haul after I got out of U-Haul, and I would meet them at that gas station, and they would take me to Brookhaven. And like, and then one of the girls in ceramic classes, I took him after that, and she watched me since I was a kid. And Newman Smith, Mary Grimes, she watched me since I was a kid. So I just decided to holler at her after I got out of school, college. I'm single. Nobody's not talking to me. I'm in no relationship. Nobody really don't wanna. I'm in no relationship, and I decided to tell. She said we got nothing in common. How would you know if we don't see? And even if we don't got nothing in common, we can get to like each other in common. I get to like the stuff that you like. You get to like the stuff that I like, and we get this. Come on. And I saw I had a seafood restaurant one time in Louisville. So how would you know if we don't got nothing in common? One of my friends, Cash, wanted to meet me, but I'm just so busy, and it's not the best time of what's going on in Dallas. It's really not a great time. But shout out to New York, shout out to Chicago, shout out to St. Louis, shout out to Ohio, shout out to Las Vegas, California, Tennessee. One guy got goals, me and him talk. Shout out to those different parts of the states of Big Live and Live Me. It's everybody out this great camp. And when I can fly and this shout out to everybody out this New York. Shout out to New York because it's just not about the music, it's about artwork and talent. It's about all of that. It's not just about music, it's about what things. Shout out to the UK. Shout out. It's not just about shout out to a lot of states that just not just about music. In terms of some Spanish and black girls, they got some talent, some Puerto Rican. It's just certain things that everybody got different talents. And y'all know when I was going to the Galleria Mall, these kids was so happy at the elementary school. They was so happy of me just talking about the building and the Disney Channel. And I took drama. Like I always wanted to do it as a lawyer. I didn't like. I always wanted to do it, but I was kind of a little because I haven't did the theater in a while since I was at Newman Smith, so it was kind of hard just getting in front of everybody and just talking in front of everybody. It was kind of hard doing it, but I had to still talk. And I brought my slacks. Next month I have to get some more smaller slacks and buy a belt next month. So I brought the slacks too big, and that was the part. And I should have bought and it was cold, so I don't know why I had my jacket on. I should have taken my jacket off. So the slacks was too big. So and I didn't have a belt, so I'm gonna have to buy me a belt. So that's the things that we're gonna do. I got the chance to do what I wanted to do in the West Bank. I got caught in the library when I was a kid, and the security guard come in there, and he said he come to get me out of my classroom in New Orleans West Bank. He said, Hubert, I'm not gonna tell your teacher that you was in the library. And that gonna look mighty stupid that you couldn't wait 2 days more days to get in there. One of them snuck in there to get his phone. He got caught stealing his phone on the West Bank. So so those are the things and what that situation is. I say Hubert. Cause my one of my classrooms on the right side of Berman, on the right side, not the left side, got the back side, the left side, the front side was on the other right side, and they came and got me on my class. I'm like, oh, hey, I'm not gonna tell them that you got caught because that'd be mighty stupid. That you had that you had 2 days. It'd be mighty stupid that you had 2 days. And like literally, literally that you had 2 days. Say Hubert. And my mama don't even remember. My mom don't remember half of stuff. In New Orleans East on Lakeland Drive, I used to get the police used to stop me every time. And my mama got tired of it and called the police chief every time I get out there for school, and used to stop me every time. And they got my mama don't do that. She's older now, man. She's and called the New Orleans chief. And yeah, this is a good story. She called the I'm gonna tired of y'all harassing my son every time he go out there for school. Um, yeah, nah, because y'all don't understand. Like, I found that I wasn't supposed to be in Reeve, and I had to leave. And then I found out I wasn't even supposed to be in high school again when I came out here. So I used to watch the block burners in the hallway. If you don't know about the block burners, you don't know about nothing. If you don't know about the block burners, man, I miss Victor and Vince. We used to play a lot of basketball together. We used to play a lot of basketball together. And Lil and Squad Up and them used to get caught a lot. And Victor and Vincent got caught, but they had a baby mom. They had a girl, man. I'm like they had a girl in an apartment, and she allowed us to come over, like me to come over. And they tell me they called me crazy. They say, "Hubert, your ass." I don't know where Darlene at. I told my brother in 2018 and 17, 18. I don't got her on my other Facebook. Darlene, that was like my first girlfriend when I was 12, 11 years old. Darlene, yeah, and 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 Darlene mom is like my mom, and Darlene dad is like my dad, and baby dad is like my, and they're like my family, like, and they used to do my hair a lot when I was a kid. They used to do my hair, so yeah, man. I don't know why Baby not in the NFL, man. I'm mad, man. Like I saw him on there. I got him on my other thing. I don't know why he's not in the NFL, man. Baby was cold like in New Orleans. Cause I had a friend Utoka and a person named Dominique. That was my girlfriend. She had on glasses. And other person that loved Lil Romeo. And in New Orleans, Dexter, another person named Steve. He was black. And we lost each other. We lost each other. We couldn't find each other. And she used to kiss me on the bus a lot. And she used to tell me, Hubert, I'm a little Romeo fan, and she used to just kiss me while in Fantasy Williams. And she used to just kiss me on my cheeks. I'm a little Romeo. And I say, hold up for a second. And I gotta love her. And she loved little Romeo. And I gotta love her. She would put the Romeo earphones in Fantasy Williams school bus and put the headphone. I love Lil Roman, I love you. And she would just, I don't need a girlfriend. I was like, I gotta love Lil. If she loved Lil Romeo, I have to love Lil Romeo. So it's no explanation. If she loved Lil Romeo, I gotta love Lil Romeo. So I said, God, you really like Lil Romeo? So I don't need a girlfriend. So um and Romeo is 14 and 13 years old, and they got houses. And y'all should look after that. Be able to look at his leadership role and his leadership potential. because his mama let him walk right down the street, and he's up there doing those things. And nobody, and I don't think the parents today are let kids have. I don't think nobody will ever have that privilege as well as Romeo had it. I don't think nobody will ever have that privilege at 13 and 14 as Romeo. And other parents, I don't think nobody, and the concept of it. But I got my own history too, marching in Mardi Gras parades and just doing stuff, band trophy. My band teacher used to get on my behind every time. And my classmates, when he actually went to jail for, and me and him didn't like each other at first. And when I met in PE, we didn't like each other at first. Let me tell you something, because he smacked the girl, but when we got to band, he said, Hubert, I need you to listen. And ever since then, me listening to the band and he played cymbals and me just listening to him and just understanding how to comprehend. And I used to watch my friend play trumpet. And one girl said she played trumpet. And I used to always do my work. And I would used to like watch them play trumpet. And they would say, Hubert, watch me. And say, she took her mouthpiece. I need you to do it. You better not wipe off that mouthpiece. And like I had the best drum major ever. Y'all don't understand. I had the best drum major ever. He could keep us chrome. I don't think nobody else had the greatest drum major in that time in fantasy world. I had the best drum major. If you had the best drum major ever, and nobody can compare to any other band drum major, and I had the best drum. You know, I was scared to join the band down here because when I first moved to Carrollton, I saw how Turner played, and I'm not used to that. I'm saying, well, this is kind of scary. If I really want to get into something, this is really kind of scary. So the drum roll is really different from New Orleans and how we interact. So, because they always in the front of the school. Turner is already in Carrollton, always in the front. And I'm like, man, like this is actually scary. I haven't even started school yet. And Kid Money stopped the way Hubert Baby, Hubert Jr. selling baby legend. Not even actually started school yet. And things, and I'm like, hold up for a second. I have not even started school yet. So man, that's what those things is, and I'm like, damn, they actually doing something different, to sound different than in New Orleans. And I was like, hold up for a second. If the sound different, how can we understand it? And the culture difference, man. I remember sitting in there in Watermelon when I was a kid, sitting on a porch of Lakeland Drive with my crawfish, and I see Lil Wayne with the G-Wagon. One of the friends, the neighbors had Lil Wayne box porch on in the east of New Orleans, next door, my next door neighbor. Rest in peace to Skittles. I miss him to death. And Melissa, we was playing Madden 2004, and when Michael Vick on it, and he got tired of me always playing with Michael Vick, and he started getting Michael Vick, and he finally beat me because Michael Vick run a 95. He the fastest one in the NFL. I don't think nobody will ever be able to do what Michael Vick done. And he might didn't win a championship, but he's great at his feet. He's great at everything he did. So after we finished playing the game, I'm going by some girls playing, me and some other department, because girls know how to play football too, and they good at it. So the people in the apartments, when we gonna play some football or some basketball or some curve, and he's gonna meet my brother, and some dude went bang, 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 and I'm like, hold up, and I come back and I see, and all of the blood. I'm like, hold up, and we just finished playing Madden, you know. We just after I got stabbed, guys. This girl, brother, and mom came and checked on me in the apartment, right? And he's always coming fresh. The brother always coming with a pair of Reeboks on. Lil Wayne is squad up new, bro. He coming with a plate. They sharp as a motherfucker, man. This girl, brother, I don't know how he got money, but he was moving different. But he's coming with a plate, and he coming with some Reebok, some Soldier Slim on in New Orleans, and I'm like, how you get that? And I'm like, man, he's always, man, this man. But I remember being in New Orleans courtroom after I got stabbed, and her sister and her mom, and like, she's tell she was sorry, and God had to remind me what forgiveness is. If you remember when you was a kid, and He had to remind me who that is and how those things is. And those are the greatest gift of them all, if you can remember those things. So I remember her face, and her brother's really, her brother was, he wasn't on that bullshit. Like he came in there with reads on, goals. He came with everything. My friend taught me, one of my people in the apartment's friends taught me how to swim. I didn't know how to swim, and I had my cast on my own, and ever since he taught me how to do that, and I remember us breaking into the vending machine. Cause Squad Up did not want to let me up. Like he was your ass bad as hell, acting like The Rock and Stone Cold Steve Austin, and bad as hell. So your ass crazy as hell, and everybody used to get on my case. Cause in the other, we broke into the vending machine and we broke snacks, and everybody for like 3 days we started doing it twice, and then they started to put a glass around it. We can't get to it after they started to find a maneuver around it. So a maneuver around things. So I was like, hold up for a second. A maneuver around things, right? Yeah, that's the greatest thing of it, right? Oh man. Nah, they let one of the I say your ass too bad. I like literally. And one of BG cousins and other apartments we stayed in, me and my brother playing with fire extinguishers. And he showed me a list of raps. And he said, Hubert, y'all better stay out badass out of trouble. And I saw BG with a green and black motorcycle. I saw Birdman in the mall. Y'all don't. I saw Birdman in the mall. He had on a white collar T-shirt, some blue jeans, and he had one of those lip phone. He had one of those, and I was by the clothes rack, and I stared at him, because I used to go to the mall. Like my mom would tell me not to go on to the Riverwalk and not to go anywhere. And I forgot what mall that I was in, but I was in the mall and I saw him and I stared at him in the right. He looked totally different in person. He looked totally different, and I stared at him at the rack one time, bro. This is a true story. And let me tell you, let me tell you, none of the game. I'm gonna tell you something. None of the people never ever like but nobody ever like took it like your ass is crazy. Like I ain't saw some real niggas like even the person that ride my brother. He treated me like I was his, and I don't even think I remember him like because it couldn't have been him in the jail because it couldn't have been him. Um, I remember him because when we moved out here, he ride my brother, but he didn't ride me. He was like, because his baby mama was like his baby mama was like that was like a mom too to me. So he didn't really ride. He ride my oldest brother, but he didn't ride my brother. His baby mama was Dre's in New Orleans. It's like my mom. Like, and he had a kid, so like that was like his baby mama was like my mom, and from New Orleans, and he ride my brother out of his money and stuff. But he was like my mom, and his baby mama like my mom, and his daughters and them, and he saw my brother. He didn't really tell me nothing, but he's like he just great, man. Like, and I don't think I meant it wasn't him because he wouldn't have acted the way he acted. It was not him, so he wouldn't have acted the way he acted in Dallas. So he had dreads, but it was not him. So it was different. It was not him because if I know him, he wouldn't have acted the way he acted. And I know his baby mama is like my mom. He like a third mom to me. And when we came down here for Katrina, we stayed in the apartment, and Christina and all us was sneaking out the window and getting to know each other. We was sneaking out the window in Carrollton. So, and Sky wanted me to make it. She get mad because she wanted me to make a porno, and she wanted to be banged. I said, look at me. Like, you gotta understand where the conflict at, guys. You gotta understand where the conflict at. And you gotta understand where the conflict at. You wanna become a porno star at a team. You gotta understand the conflict. You gotta understand the conflict that comes with that, man. You gotta understand the conflict that comes with that, bro. And I got something else to do with my money. My girl tell me not to spend my money. My girlfriend told me not to spend my money. That's the way it is. That's the way it is. I can't be spending my money on that stuff. How when she wish something, and that's her, I have to file about her. So I just think, nah, it's about my teenager behavior, guys. That's what it's about. It's about my teenager behavior. People calling me out about, and me and Mirza having a problem, and it's about my teenager behavior. So um, whatever they think it was, man, I was busy. I was too busy. I was too busy to be bothered with some of that stuff, man. I was too busy. And Joy and Victoria, man, I hope they stay safe, man. And you always watch out for the spirit. So stay safe. Joy and Victoria, just stay safe and do that and just stay safe. But this is for Hot Boy Twerk. I mean, I hope he just do let him burn it up. Because, God said, I come to burn this whole motherfucking American down that don't believe in God. That don't believe in God. I come to burn this whole America down. I come to burn this whole motherfucking America down and things. Yeah, man, I like that. I want let him burn it up. Let him burn it up. You gotta get to let him burn. My section. What you claiming? My name is Hubert. HUBERTSELLERS. Junior. What you? I saw Mooney in the New Orleans video. I gotta connect with Carnell. I got him on my other Facebook. I saw Mooney in the New Orleans video. In the bounce video. I think with Lil Chucky in one of them. Nah, but I came here before Katrina one time before, and another hurricane, and before three more hurricanes before then I came here, and I was in Houston and San Antonio, and I stayed in a hotel, Houston, Austin, and San Antonio, and I stayed in a hotel, and then I mean, in New Orleans you gotta wear a uniform and shit, and I like hold up, and I was like, I wanted to always move out here, and I was like telling my mom like, goddamn, I'm tired of wearing uniform every damn day. And when they told me Texas don't wear uniform, I was like, bam, bam. I was like, bam. I was like, bam, bam. So I was like, bam. I was really like, whoa. Yeah, but I believe my plans of not bringing the Disney Channel to Texas is not going to work because of the conflict of Yellow Breezy lives. The conflict of it. So I don't know what's going on and the conflict that comes with it. So I don't know what's going on in the situation. So the conflict that comes with it. and plus I have to hang in there because of Sabina. So that's the main thing with those things, man. Now when Sabina's ready to call, she's ready to call. Me and her mom are gonna talk on Facebook and all the thing, and we video chat because we don't have to see person to talk. It's on her own terms, and we get to know each other back again and just talk about things. And that's where friendships of a relationship or where that's at. And I was trying to be a like that's where those things was. And but I don't got time for mirrors of jealousy, man. He been jealousy since a while, man. And I don't got time for that, man. I'm getting into with cheerleaders. I'm getting to, and people got to realize something. I have a relationship a long time with a girl named Tusha. She's Mexican, and I don't understand what girls like. I don't understand what like when I was a teen. Like you stand in Farmers Branch, you coming by my house, I'm going by your house, and when we get to school, when we leave the classroom, and you believe everything everybody else say, we home kissing, we doing everything we doing everything that we doing in life. And I'm like, hold up, we doing everything that we doing, and like we get to school, and you allow people to interfere with those things, and I'm like, hold up, you in the hallway, and you allow them to come between our arguments. So I'm like, at home is great. At home is great with me and Tesha is a Mexican girl. At home is great, but when we get to school, all hell break loose. And we went to see I Am Legend, so it can be something when at home is great and when you get somewhere and those things in that format, right? It can be at home could be great. You know what I'm saying? So 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 those are the things with that situation, right? So those are the things that we go through in those relationships. Like, guys, I like man, we gotta argue through school. Like at home, that would I understand. At home is great, but we arguing at school because you go ahead like we can kiss, we can have a moment with each other at home when we teens. But when we get to school, when we get to school, it becomes a problem. I'm like, hold up. You want to let these people get between us and at home is great with us? And we got to go to different classes. And I got to go in hallways. We walk hallways sometimes. And I'm like, man, it's not making no sense. And you let people get between us and at home is great. And that's what I don't understand. Like, I had to go through a lot and at home is great. But I'm giving my and Sabina had other things. She apologized, whatever. I already know what's going on. I've been know. And and I had to pay for get my other girlfriend my credit card and give her my thing because her mama didn't pay for her cell phone bill and give her a cell phone bill. So I kept the cell phone bill and I gave her a credit card. But it was just after I get out of school because Mirza dropped out of school. And after I get out of school and things and that becomes a problem. Like and I tell her don't be doing the little spinning the situation. I didn't mind her having it, but it get out of hand when you like brought her something. I don't mind her buying her something. I didn't mind buying her something and giving her my credit card, but she's like her little friends, they get in their little you got the real cafeteria and it get out of hand when you with your little female friends and you want to go on a spending spree. So it was getting a little bit too out of his head. And I don't mind her spending it. I didn't mind her doing that, but her mom didn't give her a cell phone. And I got her a cell phone. I think that was so much um, to that. So Mir's trying to tell me about a picture. I say I had a picture, then I have a picture of her Sabina. And I don't know how we met Samantha. And Samantha, I gotta thank Samantha, because Samantha be hooking me up with a bad bitch with a butterfly tattoo, man. And I'm pulling her by her hair. And I told her it doesn't matter what we go through. It doesn't matter what we go through in life. Just remember, we gotta think about the good times we had with each other. Cause she argued with me about something, and I told her about the MO3 situation. And I told her about the MO3 situation in Dallas. I told her about the Yellow Breeze and MO3 situation. And and, I'm used to Samantha acting like that. And I'm not too much worried about, because, it's just how she is. And I've been arguing with her since we was kids. We've been having arguments. Her little shit talking been going on since we was kids. So, it's me getting with every parent in Disney, to keep the production. And I'm trying to make sure this go off the way it go them going off. And but also Walmart is gonna have its own news channel. And I gotta be able to operate and handle things and things. So and those things. One thing you talk about Bad Boy. Bad Boy didn't work because everybody wanted to be a leader. Nobody not the leader. You do what the CEO said, P. Diddy, and everybody should work as a team. Everybody should work as a team. And they trying to blackmail P. Diddy. They not gonna do. They be best to come with P. Diddy. They'd be best to go with P. Diddy and team up with P. Diddy and join a label and get y'all money back and gain things. They making a big mistake. They making a big mistake here. You don't even know. It's nothing to do with you. You don't even know. Everything is already with P. Diddy already. P. Diddy already got a thing. They don't even know. So you don't even know. So I don't know what they better know something that's going on here. They better know something that's going on. Hey, they better get their little money and not purchase this for money. And this, their best idea is to join forces with P Diddy. Every group get back with P. I'm telling you, that's everybody's best idea. You don't know what's going on. That's your best thing. Get your money, and P Diddy gonna respect that. And y'all join forces with him. That is the best thing you gonna have to do. You making a big mistake, because this got to be done with him too. He is the main key of the project. It got to be done with him too. It got to be done. I don't think nobody. It has to be done with him. The vision of it. He worked with the most groups, and it has to be done. And I think it has to be done. P Diddy is going to play a key up in it. The dream, the vision I had. Everybody better get together. Cassie better join forces, and I'm telling you, you're gonna need him. They better back off in situations that where he's needed at. I'm telling you, I had a this is beyond the means. We are talking about Bad Boy Island, City Girls Island. We are talking about all of these things that's going on. City Girls Island. This is gonna be a music fest, but we are gonna see property of violence in neighborhoods are going to go down. Neighborhoods is gonna be more safer. We're gonna see gang. Guys, they're not gonna. But neighborhoods are gonna be more safer, and more quiet. You're not gonna have to worry about quietness out of people. It's gonna be more safer than anything. This is something that's gonna benefit everybody. So, all of the police do got to do is protect the houses and stay on the street each night. We are gonna see a low violence go down, a reduction in violence, because everybody is going to be good. This is going to benefit everybody if people can get on the page of it. It's going to benefit everybody. Every gang area, and crime is going to go down. People are going to be feeling more safer. And Blood Island, Crip Island, everybody gonna have their own thing. Nobody have to, but we gonna have to straighten up our business to get where we trying to go. You can't always lose. Go by your Blood Island member house. Y'all have houses on each property. We buying property. This is gonna be so much where you don't want to create certain things. This is about church. This is about peace, and we don't have to do violence on nobody if we know the civil rights. And we talking about street parking lots, and we talk about those things, right? So we are talking about something that's gonna be great. We talking about something, but we gotta straighten up our business if we want something, guys. You cannot always want something and you constantly lose. You just being a street nigga and not being a big nigga. And the person when your God say to put the politics involved, you gonna have to put politics involved. Y'all gonna have to step it up a little bit, my nigga. Be a man. God said be a man and step it up and know how to change your attitude. I know certain things. Come on. Don't expect people to just buy your music without seeing you on the show. And they got street niggas gotta realize that. Y'all need these gang members and y'all gotta really y'all complain with your God, but y'all gotta realize that. Step it up. People not gonna do you gotta know how to talk to people. If you want something in here, man, if you want something bigger that's greater, then they gotta understand that the gang organization gotta understand that if you want something big, that anger not gonna work. And you got the civil rights. Stop letting them record. Let me tell you something. You got if you get discriminated on police officers, sidewalk, communities, anywhere, store, hotels, all of that. You don't have to do violence on a police officer. Hold up. You don't have to do violence. I could what I could have did before that police came. I could have went to my civil rights on devotion of civil rights. It talks about that street sidewalk. I did it the last time. It talk about this happened in custody of a police officer. And that's the thing on what we do. We have to be the understanding and not create violence amongst each other. Man, I miss Ricardo and everybody. We used to sit up there and play Yu-Gi-Oh! Card Digimon at McDonald's by Newman Smith. Man, by Newman Smith and go to Jack in the Box of churches and Digimon and all the rest of those things. And we used to have fun. You know what I'm saying? And let me tell you something. And used to have fun, man. And I know some killers, man. I know a guy that did my brother tattoos, and him and his girl was always cool, man. And people trying to make it a problem here, man. They're trying to make it a problem in Dallas, man, and lies. I'm just telling my friend Storm because I miss her and I got another Facebook. I was gonna find a way because she a convicted felon and like and I get tired of I got the chance to get to know them and just spending time with them and watch Storm cook for me and just a friend and I like and you know I be letting people down and Terrell and them at Creekview and everybody and I let them give me all their I was trying to ask my cousin for his music because when I was doing music and I was with Charlie Rhino said I didn't go hard and I'm surprised Spark Dog don't even remember me um and because he didn't always talk to Mirza. Because Baby C called Mirza internet gangster. G Unit wanted to come to the house to see me. And G Unit got many members. Got many members. I got a 40 clock with the gang. With the gang. He's up there at the gun range and I messaged him on MySpace in a little rap. I said, hold up. And the game, I think the 40 clock 40 cal, 40 Glock, he can be in California Compton. He can be bigger than he is, but he got to know how to elevate. And I think he's got a great craft, but he can be bigger than he already is. So I don't know the G unit stuff. So I think 40 Glock, I think he needs to change his. He can become way more bigger. And I don't think he want the fame. I don't think he want that and want the more money, the money. but I think he got so much potential. And I know he's a part of a game, but it just me. I used to listen to his music and listen to everything he does. So I think 40 Glock, he got so much potential that he just need that management, somebody that can take him beyond his means. So I think 40 Glock, I think even though him in the game beefing, I think he can be bigger than he already is. And I think um and I don't know why he's not, his craft is not, and I think if he put more time into his self, I think he can get, he got great, he's a great, not just a game member, he's a great artist. I kind of feel he's a great artist. So I just think that's from him, and I don't want to start. My intention was never to cross. I was trying to get the Social Security, and I happened to, when people was calling me out of my name, but I don't care about other because some people know I'm smarter than an average bear. Hey, Demir, no, I'm not dumb. Come on, Demir called me out, said, you want to play dumb? Demir, no, we go through a lot, bro. And not the first time me and Mirrors are arguing and everything. It's not the first time. This is about knowledge here. And it's about stuff. So we didn't forgive each other many times and adapt each other off. We just in Walmart, we forgave each other many times. That was not really the situation here that was going. It's about knowledge. And he getting himself into some trouble that he should not be getting into. And fights when he was asking me how, I didn't tell him. I told him my mom was paying for my hotel, but Social Security until they get me reinstated. So people in my life just wanted me to be home. And really, at that time, me and Jessica, we had, man, I don't know, I don't want to talk about it because Jessica, my heart, I had different moments with her and stuff. And she sat on my lap. I had to push her off because her heart was beating and my heart was beating. And when she walked away, she turned her head. And I didn't see her no more. And I didn't see her no more. And I didn't see her no more. And I didn't really see her no more. And I just think I didn't really see her no more at all. So I didn't really see her no more at all. So I'm gonna tell you something. I can have 20 women stay with me, Mexican or whatever that is. And you know what my main thing is? I'm not trying to control you. Your thing is to keep your mentality. Say people want to do slavery. I'm not trying to control you, but can you keep your mind focused on the